Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Ridwan Shah. I'm from class 4E with my student ID 3 2024 160138. So today I want to describe my course, Lab Activity 5 for mobile programming, which is Lab Activity 5, not 4. So let's move to the VS Code. So for the first, I will explain the homepage, not from page and not from controller. First, I will explain the homepage. So this page is responsible for displaying all nodes stored in the application. This code, get init async await reload nodes, is executed when the homepage is opened for the first time. It calls the reload nodes function to load all nodes from the database. And then this code, the reload nodes function will request all nodes from the controller using fetch nodes. After the data is loaded, the set state refreshes the user interface, so the latest nodes appear on the screen. And then this final list node, this line will retrieve the list of nodes stored inside the controller, so they can be displayed on the homepage. And then this called nodes is empty. So this condition will check whether the node list is empty. If there are no nodes, the application displays a message, no nodes yet. Have been created yet. Like this. Yeah. And then the grid view builder. So if node exists, grid view builder will create a node card for each node in the list. And then edit nodes on tab row 2 node from page data node index. So when a node is tapped, the application open the node from page and passes the selected node as data. This allows the form to display the existing information for editing. The last one is delete node. So when the delete button is pressed, the controller will delete the selected node using its ID. After that, the reload nodes is called again, so the update list will appear immediately. And the last one is create new node. So the floating action button will open the node from page without sending any data. This means the application enters create mode, allowing the users to create a new node. Okay, I think that's all I can describe for homepage.dart. And then we move to node from controller.dart. Node from controller.dart. This controller contains the business logic for creating, updating, and deleting nodes. This is the text controller. This controller manages the text entered by the users in the title and content fields. And then this function is initialize the form. The construct function is called automatically when the node from page open. Its job is to check whether a node was passed from the home page. This function, if node is retrieved, the application enters edit mode. The title, content, and color are automatically filled into the form. And then this code determines whether the form is creating a new node or editing an existing one. And then this function is execute when the user presses the save or update button. First, it validates that the title is not empty. And then this is the create or update. So if the application is in edit mode, it will update the existing one. Otherwise, it will create a new node. And then the create function. This function will create a new node object and sends it to the node API service create to save it into the database. And then update node. So this function will update an existing node using its ID by calling node API service update. And the last one is delete node. So this function will delete the selected node by calling node API service destroy. So I think that's all I can describe about node from controller. Next, we move to the node from pets.dart. And finally, this is the last pets, node from pets. The node from pets provides the user's interface for creating and editing nodes. So I will set the pet mode dulu, pet mods. Yeah, this is the finally edit. So this line will check whether the pet is in create mode or edit mode. Okay. Uh, the title field, the title input. So this text field allows the users to enter the node title. The value is stored in title controller. And then the content input. So this text field is used to write the node content, like the main content of with the title like this. And then the color picker. The color picker, yeah, will displays the available node colors. So when the user selects one, the selected color is stored in the controller. Okay, Now we move to the save button. Where is it? I must to search first. Yeah, this is. So when the user save or update button is pressed, submit and close is execute. And then for the save note, yeah, this is the for the save note. So this function will call submit in the controller. If the operation success, the page will closes and return the result to the home page. And then they delete the note. After the user confirms the deletion, the controller will delete the note and return the status deleted to the home page. Okay, so I think that's all I can describe about the home page, not from page, and not from controller in Node Vault, the lab activity 5. So next, I will running the code. I type flutter run. Okay, and then enter. So this is the first look on the application. I will demonstrate the application called Notefall. So when the application starts, the first page displayed is the home page. This page is responsible for displaying all saved nodes. In the code, when this page is open, the init method automatically calls the reload nodes function. So the reload node function retrieve all nodes from the controller by calling fetch nodes, like I described earlier, and then the set state refreshes the user interface. Since there are no nodes yet, the application will display the message no nodes yet. Pull the refresh or top plus to create one. Next, I will press the plus button located at the bottom right corner. So this button is a floating action button. When it is pressed, it will opens the node from page in create mode because no existing node is passed to the page. On this page, users can create a new node. There are three main components: the title, the content field, and the color pickers. The color pickers. Now I enter a title and some content like this. Day. The content is Wednesday. I can also choose a different card color by tapping one of the available colors. I choose blue. Okay. After I filling the information, I'll press the save button. Okay. Yeah. Like this. Okay, since there's success to save the notes, so the note will appears on the screen and it's success. Now I will demonstrate how to edit a note and update the note. Okay, when I tap an existing note, the home page opens the note from page again, but this time it passes the selected note as data. So inside the controller, the construct function detects the note has been passed. It automatically fills the title, content, and color fields with the existing data. This means the page is now in edit mode. Okay, I will change the title like this, month, and I will change the content to July. For the card color, it's okay to blue. Okay, and then I will press update. After pressing update, the controller will run to submit function again. Because the page is in edit mode, it calls update instead of create. Okay, if I press update, the note will appears in with the new title and new content. Okay, success not update. So when the update is complete, the homepage reloads the note and the changes are displayed immediately. Okay, how about the deleting a note? So I open the note again and I will press the delete icon in the top right corner. Before deleting, the application displays a confirmation dialog to prevent accidental deletion. Okay, like this. Yeah, delete note. This note will be permanently deleted. Okay, I will confirm. So it will be deleted. So after I confirm, the notes will disappear. So the controller executes the delete note function. So the page has clear again. So this is back to homepage. So the homepage automatically reloads the notes by calling reload notes, and the deleted note is no longer displayed. Okay, I think that's all. I can demonstrate the NotVault application. Thank you.